ここより世界に痛みを神羅転生。
It's been an oddly long time since I last made a video or some shit. So yeah. Hi guys, it's Glitch back with another video with my never-ending torture never ceasing. Before I start the video, remember to like and subscribe or else I will literally kill you. I'm going to start doing sponsored videos and get some collabs, so watch out for that. You have 6 seconds. I'll wait for you. Literally, I'm going to wait for you. If you haven't liked and subscribed by that time, I'm literally going to come to your house and end you. Anyway, shout out to me for constantly being able to pump out videos, and thank all of you for like 95 subscribers. Didn't even think that happened, to be fair. But yeah, let's get into it. Pain, the god of Amigakure, and one of the main villains in one of, if not the best arcs in Naruto as a whole, the Pain arc. Pain, or as we know him, Nagato, was a young child who lived in Amigakure, a war-torn village born from the greed of Konoha, who had the Rinnegan implanted into him by Madara at a point we don't know. Upon the death of his parents, Pain awakens his Rinnegan and brutally kills the 2 Konoha ninja who were responsible for his mother and father's death. Soon after, he met some of his fellow Konoha orphans, or orphans in general. I don't even know where they came from. After a meeting with the 3 Sanin, who were fresh out of a loss from Hanzo of the Salamander, keep that in mind later, Jiraiya broke off with his comrades and decided to train these three children, hoping that Nagato would be the child of prophecy he's been looking for. Once they were at a suitable level, Jiraiya departed and left these 3 now teens to their own devices. They went on to make the Akatsuki, an organization with the intent of bringing peace to Amigakure. They sought out an alliance with Hanzo, and let's just see, things went downhill. After Hanzo got manipulated by Danzo, he decided to betray the Akatsuki after seeds of doubt being inputted into his mind. Hanzo took Conan hostage and forced Nagato to kill Yahiko in order to prove their loyalty. Nagato, who'd always been a bit shy and still under serious effects of past trauma, shakily raised the kunai, but knowing that he couldn't do it himself, Yahiko ran into the kunai, killing himself for the sake of his people. Nagato, who's currently in shock at the death of his lifelong friend, flew into a frenzy and summoned the Gedo Mazo. He sacrificed his own life energy to kill Hanzo. He showcases multiple abilities during the skirmish, such as soul dragons, which allow him to suck out the chakra of a Biju, albeit slowly, and showcases excellent use at the Gedo Mazo, even though it was his first shown usage of it. To cut the long story short, he basically violated Hanzo and everyone who likes him and became Pain. Now onto his scaling. Pain constantly is shown in many occasions to be depicted as the strongest man in the Akatsuki. This is shown by Zetsu not only stating that he had never considered the possibility of Pain losing a fight. Adding to this, Pain's weaker paths are casually mid-diffing a Sage Mode Naruto Jiraiya and casually reacting to Sage Mode fastest attacks, which will substantiate him being stronger. He's able to bully people like Orochimaru within the games, someone who is casually fear-hacking Suigetsu. And Suigetsu, while being a beast in his own right, he can fight and react to V1 Raikage. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Pain has constantly been shown being the peak of power at this point in the verse, and shown leading the Akatsuki. His leadership of the Akatsuki is relevant due to the fact that all of the Akatsuki are stated to not have followed him if given the choice, but do so due to his strength, with the exception of Kisame. People would like to bring up Itachi and argue he'd be able to beat Pain due to scaling to Obito. Not only does Itachi need to attempt to catch Obito off guard to also almost kill him, it's also stated in the data book that the reason Itachi fled Konoha at some point during his invasion of it is because of part 1 guy who bullied him and who is shown above him in terms of physical stats, and we know Pain would beat up guy. And finally, to finish taking a metaphorical piss on Itachi's head, most Itachi fans out there like to use this statement of where Itachi and Obito think of each other as opponents. First of all, there are multiple definitions of opponents, so we don't know which one this pertains to the most. But secondly, if we just go by, someone who is in opposition, we can just say, sure, Itachi is in opposition of Obito, therefore he's an opponent, and Obito considers like Itachi someone who, yes, he does pose a bit of a threat to Itachi, but hitting someone while they are off guard, which is on multiple occasions implied to nerf you, doesn't like really matter. Now that we're done with that, we can go on to the fight and in which he has the most anti-feats. And this fight is when he fought with Sage Mode Naruto. Now let's just get this out of the way before we start. Sage Mode Naruto doesn't scale to Pain, and I'll explain why. Before Sage Mode Naruto's appearance, Pain used the biggest Shibaku Tensei or Shinra Tensei that we've ever seen through the entire series. The amount of chakra he used causes Konan to worry about his life, something she doesn't do throughout his fight with Naruto, and it causes him to physically bleed. And let me tell you why this is important. While I do agree that most jutsus take loads of chakra, there's never been an instance of a jutsu taking so much chakra that physical harm happens to the user outside of this instance, further showing how taxing on Pain this jutsu was. Adding to this narrative of him being weakened, Konan notes that the pains are literally powered by his chakra are recharging slower than usual, which is also a sign of fatigue, along with the fact that when he does this Shinra Tensei, he doesn't even have chakra left to power all the other pains, which would just completely prove that Pain was weakened. I could go on forever, but let's just move on. After a long training arc in which Sage Mode Naruto is stated to surpass people like Jiraiya, a beast in his own right, it still isn't enough for him to defeat Pain. Once his chakra had been replenished to a certain point, he's easily able to chokeslam Naruto with an almighty pull. Almighty pull is a jutsu that allows people to pull an opponent towards the user, granted that they scale to or above the opponent in terms of physical stats. Now, I know you might be asking, Glitch, where does it state that stats are relevant? Well, my young child, KCM1 Naruto is shown to be able to resist Almighty Pull from Nagato through sheer strength alone, proving that stats are relevant. This would mean that Pain is substantially above Sage Mode Naruto in terms of stats at full power. Pain further flexes his extra large penis by blocking Sage Mode Naruto while in a weakened state. Along with this, he also reacts to V2 Six Tails Naruto. V2 Six Tails Naruto should be above KCM due to the fact that KCM is powered by 5 tails of Kurama's chakra, and then Six Tails obviously is powered by 6 tails of Kurama's chakra. This should be obvious. So, and KCM able to react to Edo Itachi on multiple occasions, that's shown relative. He also blitzes past the Raikage. So this should mean that Pain should be able to blitz and bully people like V1 and V2 Raikage, Sage Mode Naruto, Jiraiya, Orochimaru, and sadly Pain or Kakashi. But that's basically it. If you like the video, please remember to like and subscribe. I'm kind of running out of ideas on what to use for videos, but I'm going to keep thinking of new ones to keep pumping out content, and that's basically it. Have a nice day, and goodbye.